how's it going? So I came in this morning and it was 12 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a really cold day. It's supposed to warm up into the 20s, but we'll take you on a tour, show you some of the precautions that we take on a construction site when it's cold weather like this, because you can have all kinds of different issues and stuff that come up. So stand by, we'll go on a little tour here. So we formed that up today in this really cold weather. But yesterday, we actually poured this wall, the concrete. And when you pour concrete and you're gonna get single digits, you gotta take some certain precautions. These are called concrete blankets, these black blankets. So these are draped on the front and the back. And we have this nice heater here. I flew that heater in, it's a diesel heater. It's blowing hot air behind the blanket. And up and over the wall there, I dropped another one on the backside, just like it. And that'll keep the concrete from freezing up. This concrete's already set up, and we were above freezing temperatures when we put these walls in here. So you can see there's a lot of ice here. One of the most common injuries on construction sites are slips, trips, and falls. Like this concrete here, sticking up about 5 inches. You can easily trip over that. See somebody stepped in the ice here, but I know a couple of guys that have slipped in the wintertime and really had some horrible injuries. I had one buddy broke a leg. Another guy I know ended up with a busted shoulder. They tried to fix it and it never did heal up properly. So the ice is going to be an issue that you definitely want to be careful of in the wintertime. All right, I got a concrete block right here beside me. You see that? Yeah, that's called a dead man. So the dead man, as you can see, that's what braces the wall up. In the wintertime, they'll actually freeze to the ground. The first one I picked today was about 90-something foot radius, and the weight of that, in comparison to what my actual capacity was it weighed almost 80% of what my capacity was reaching out there. It was froze to the ground. The first one, I was looking and I could tell that it was stuck. It popped loose pretty easy. But then after that, we actually had guys go around with a pry bar and pop those up. So if you've ever had one come up really quick, it's called a shock load. You can do damage to the crane. It can cause all kinds of problems. So that's something to be aware of too in the wintertime. And among other things, I'm gonna show you some other stuff. This is called dunnage. This is 4x4 lumber. That's called dunnage. And as you can see, I'm walking across this rebar. And this rebar is 4 inches off the ground. So you don't have to worry about that rebar freezing to the ground, which would be an issue. Also, it's easier for you to get your rigging underneath there to rig up these loads and stuff. This is over here is pretty decent here too. They got some 2x4s and stuff underneath there, 4x4s. There's not much of it laying on the ground. You can easily, like snowfall, you got stuff sitting on the ground that you could like literally lose it. Be digging around trying to find it and uncover it in the winter so you can actually use your material and stuff. So the crane last night, I kind of got worried coming in. I was worried about the fuel. I assumed we just filled it up the other day. I didn't even ask about the winter blend, but it's pretty normal in places like New England. Up in the Rockies, it's around November or October, they'll switch to the winter blend automatically. So what the winter blend does is it keeps the diesel from gelling up. That diesel can gel up. The waxes in there, which are natural in there, they can get, they can solidify. They can plug up your fuel filter. They can plug up the whole system where it won't even start. But 12 degrees, I think it was this morning, I came in, it fired right up. And it's running good. I still got it running. We did not use a block heater on it. It just sat there yesterday and it was fine. So I'm confident it'll get us through the job. We shouldn't have any issues with that. But that's another issue in the wintertime, is you can have your diesel fuel actually gel up. If you're running something that's not a number one, you can get an additive and add to it later as well if it wasn't added before it was pumped into the rig. It's a different kind of heater here. This heater's pretty cool. It's got hot oil in it, and it's got hoses that run out of the back, and as you can see, the hoses are in there. That's keeping the formwork hot or warm, so when you pour it, the rebar and the form and all that stuff, it's not going to be freezing like the temperatures outside. What's underneath those blankets is like these Simon forms here, and like I said, we have hot oil running through some hoses going up in there to keep that warm, so when we pour the concrete, we're not going to have any issues with freezing and stuff like that. The nice thing about operating a crane in the wintertime is when you get all cold, I can jump back in the seat here and I got some nice warm heat. Man, my hand is cold because I took my glove off to film that little bit of a video, and I can feel it. I got a finger where I crushed a nail one time and lost it, and whenever I'm in the cold weather, I can really feel that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming with me on the tour. Wintertime can be extremely challenging when doing construction, so you got to take many precautions. Get the job done, especially dealing with concrete. And but we do it every day, every winter. We keep rolling with it, and we just make it happen. So I'm checking out, and this is crane spotting here in Boston.